you did mention when it comes down to throwback. Well, that seems kind of preferring the current spawn that Savage is going to have, or excuse me, the spawn that Apollo is going to have here off the start as those gunfights over toward the opposite side here, toward Underground, is going to be very, very important as 3 go down immediately for the side of Savage. Twix having a nice start here as it will be, or excuse me, a bad start actually as he ends up dropping, but Dozer now with the drone in his hands, Twix ends up following.
Probably
a
1 is a safe one, but
two-point dunk for first 15 seconds, and a dunk already goes in. Apollo showing that they reign true when it comes down to the respawns.
Yeah, 3 people down for Savage once again, and right off the start too. You know, this is something that I think we could expect from the hardpoint, right? But Apollo did say this is their weakest game type, and to be coming out so strong is really impressive. Now, the last time we saw an uplink, we saw the first round, what was it, I think 10-0, right? So could we see the same thing here? But Savage, I think, is going to put up more of a challenge. But Intellary starting off really slow. Let's go ahead and get on board with him. Let's give him some stream love. The man is 0 and 3, and look at that, already 1 and 3 with the stream love given him. And, yeah, well, that was about it. But Dozer, 4 and 1. Let's get on board with this guy. And, oh, elbow to the face. Twix going down.
What does my arm taste like? Who knows? Either way, Dozer making a name here. He's currently sitting at 5 and 1, making 6 and 1 on a 3 spree, making a 4 spree as 4 starting to fall for the side of Savage. And it looks like a little bit of a rally coming in for the side of Apollo. If they can get them on that field spawn trap, this could be a lot of points in quick succession. Tagged up from the side, but Flores in the end able to score that one regardless. So a nice 4-0 advantage in the side of Apollo. We've barely passed the first minute and 30 seconds of the game.
Yeah, we have it, an explosive start from the team of Apollo. Now, Savage needs to slow it down a little bit. We've seen Intellary warming up. He's 4 and 6 now, and I know those kills are definitely helping. And Flora locking down the second story. Great kill there, just overlooking the drone. Waiting, and very passive. I love how they're just playing the numbers game, and normally when they get 3 down, they just push, just full speed ahead. They know their lanes, and they're very consistent with how they've been playing. Savage taking it very slow. Twix going down. Intellary is going to be grabbing the drone, and he goes down. And there it is, 3 down. So we could expect a big push here from the team of Apollo. Who's going to be putting hands on the drone first? Nobody just yet. Guess they're trying to set up Twix. Trying to get something going here. A very slow start, but still not out of control yet for the team of Savage.
Drone toss down there from Zilla as he's going to try to regroup, and of course the team push. Getting ready to come in here for the side of Apollo. We'll see if they can make anything happen. Is they're going to be able to scoot in here. So the nice cut being watched. It looks like a little bit of a delayed dunk there from Zilla. He's going to completely run past one player. As it looks like it will be Flora. He's going to stay in the base. So as long as he can stay in the base, maybe lock down this blue side.
Oh!
Nearly melees by accident, but he's able to get it regardless. So as long as he can stay in that position, at least stay in the base, that's going to be a constant nuisance for Savage. I mean, they're going to have to constantly be aware until we shut this guy down. We can't even, successfully get a push going.
There's no commando in this game. He's not going to lunge that far forward with
I'd hope not.
With the hit stick, unfortunately. But 3 down for Apollo, and this is the time Savage needs to explode on it. And it is, in fact, going to be the man of Intellary pushing over. Now, from this side, of course, we see 1 point is probably the better option. Drone is going to be thrown good. He rotating around. This is a pretty decent kill. Oh, and he whiffs it. Unfortunately, he's going to go underpass, and Apollo, they're all going to be joining him. So it looks like they could, in fact, score once again. Throwing out that drone. Fortunately, Savage able to shut it down, but Diamonds is there to pick up some kills, and he's throwing the drone himself, but they got to get through Dozer, and Dozer is tearing them up. 16 and 6 on a 2-kill streak. Not streaked out just yet, but he's been playing considerably well. Look at this. Controlling that right side section single-handedly.
He is just destroying the side of Savage right now. I mean, 17 and 6, making 18 and 6. He's definitely opened up the lanes for the side of Apollo without question. I mean, he's been the main slayer, trying to watch over for his team, making sure that obviously dunks and whatnot are being watched, and the flanks as well. But Savage, finally, I think one of the first times they've had the drone in their hands throughout this game. They're going to toss the drone forward over toward Lemon. They cannot get the kills in quick succession. I mean, generally what we've seen from Savage so far is that they get outslayed, they get pushed down to their base, and they're not really able to get out of it. Once they get out of it, they throw the drone out. I mean, this is like one of the first times they're actually able to get the drone in their hands as a team kill comes in there.
Yeah, Flora killing
Flora,
but Zilla.
I mean, in the end, though, Savage, they're doing just a great job. I mean, they're not doing a great job at really just getting out of their base and moving forward. So with that in mind, you got to be aware that coming in the second half, that they're down, but they're not out. This isn't that big of a lead. It's a 3-possession game, but by no means is it over.
From what I've seen in these uplinks, it definitely seems Statue side is the more preferred side. I know that you mentioned that in the past, but then again, it also depends on what kind of pushes they're making. But I definitely like the side that Apollo's on. So I'm hoping, and this is a wild guess, but I'm hoping Savage is going to play much better whenever they get onto the side of Apollo on Statue side. So we'll see if they'll be able to lock it down. But Apollo at this point looking so incredibly strong, 6-0. And can you bring up the scoreboard yet? Or yeah, there we go. So let's look at the overall kills. Dozer, look at this guy, 22-9 overall. The rest of his team, mediocre in kills. Dozer, he has single-handedly been tearing up the team of Savage. And, Goody on the other team of Savage, he's not doing too bad himself, 17-11, overall. But 6-0 going into the second half. Let's see if Savage on the flip side, on that statue spawn, is going to make an impact. I was wrong.
We look at the players from Twix and Intellary. I mean, a combined, 14 and 29 or something along those lines. So definitely not having a good performance whatsoever. Having two players that are basically double negative is not something that you want to have. But of course, Savage going to be on the more preferred side. So if they can get the kills in their favor, if they can get those players spawning in that spawning over toward field, they can get something going here. So momentum obviously needed for the set of Savage. We know how loud they can get. I'm sure the momentum won't be a problem getting going if they can actually get something going, literally get the kills in their favor. But unfortunately, due to the drone not being grabbed, it will automatically reset. So an unfortunate miss there from Zilla, as he's going to have to try to push up with his squad mates, but he ends up falling. What would be smart here in this position for Zilla is just throw that drone to the opposite side. Get over and get the drone, throw it to his enemies.
Throw it over the train?
Yeah, throw it over to the train and basically just try to get positioning. But so that he will stay alive for the time being, and that is going to be a quick 4 down there for Savage. Now Apollo have the drone in their midst as they try to make a push.
I love seeing that propulsion. It's so deadly. I know whenever I play 1v1s, I don't even see my opponent, but sometimes I'll see the fire from the propulsion and just tip them off, and that's exactly what happened. But are they going to go for 2 here? It's a very daring push if they do go for 2 and pushing forward, and they're able to get it, locking it down considerably well. Great job, 8-0. And, we haven't seen a 2-point actually on that side. So for them to come through and get it just shows how dominating they are. And look at him passing it off to his team. Oh, he hit the hay bale. No.
Tries to go for the 1.
Yeah,
He's able to extend it. So nice shot there coming in from Jukes. It has been a 9-0 advantage. And Apollo just making their way. I mean, Flora currently on a 7 spree. He's currently sitting at 20-13. We give him some love. Of course, overdrive earned. He's got Trinity Rockets and the bombardment to work with. I mean, everything is going in their favor. I mean, this would be a huge loss if we see Savage make this comeback.
It would be tragic, to be quite fair. I mean, to beat down 0-9 and come back, I mean, that is Reddit material, to be honest with you. See if it is going to be possible. However, as we see the Trinity Rockets coming in, it is going to connect with Goody and Intellary, and unfortunately misses that 3rd. But 2 is good enough. Look at how well they've got it locked down. We're going to see Zilla a little bit passive there, waiting for his teammates to go through. Great throw of the drone, tries to get the 2-piece, not able to get it, but his teammates able to kill the other player on the team of Savage, who actually busted his reactive armor. Doesn't have the drone yet, though, but not. Oh, it does stop him. I thought it was going to go in for another terror.
Wouldn't surprise me, to be honest. I mean, just the way that he's performed up to this point, I mean, nearly double positive. Has 4 points to his name as well, so he's doing everything. It's not just he's doing the slang, but he's also getting the points to the board as well. So got to give a lot of credit to his teammates for kind of watching his cuts and himself for finding the gunfights as Twix finally able to get at least some type of break. As 2-minute warning starting to come in here. Of course, the potential last 2 minutes of the side of Savage being in the winner's bracket. Diamond's currently sitting inside of Barn. Looks toward his top green, ends up dropping, and now Goody spots one from behind. He's able to finish that one off, but to no avail. There's no teammates to grab the drone. The kills right now are meaningless. He's not finding anything that's really useful. So while I don't mind the kills, and of course, since the game is technically, I don't want to say over, but it's not looking bright, essentially, if you're a Savage, man.
Not looking bright like a diamond.
Yeah, they're not doing anything really to try to make a comeback. It's just basically, let's just kill these guys at the end. Let's just try to make something happen. There's a little bit of
he didn't reset it.
Does go down, and Dozer with a nice clutch play. Goody able to escape with the drone for the time being.
See, that's quite interesting. I figured they would reset, but try and push it forward. Apollo just a dominating performance. Dozer still extending his KD at 34-17, and Diamond's trying to make something work. And with a minute left, it's definitely not really feasible to make this comeback.
Oh, he missed the drone. That's unfortunate.
He did miss the drone. Willie popped the overdrive, though. Actually, this could work in his favor. He missed the drone. Pops the overdrive. No, just shy. But I think it's okay. I think it's really all she wrote. Savage is kind of calmed down over there, a little bit more quiet. And Apollo, they're kind of quiet themselves. They know that the game is over at 9-0. And with this 1 point, and it's
Oh,
in
nice.
line.
You hit the line.
Yeah,
Good
hit the
job.
limeade. Actually, it says limeade. I never knew it said limeade.
I didn't either.
Yeah, it says, I thought it was just lime. Well, hey, limeade.
There's a bunch of fruit everywhere. In
There's
this
a bunch
map.
of fruit. Yeah.
Freshly squeezed, by the way.
yeah. Freshly squeezed. Of course, you have corn and you have hot dogs, and it's actually a pretty fun place. I wouldn't mind coming here and visiting every once in a while.
It'd be a nice place, maybe. If you look up, it's actually an entire civilization. If you're able to look at the map, if we had a free cam, I would definitely look up. The
Is
sky.
it really an entire
Yeah,
civilization?
if you look, if you kind of see a little bit like
Oh,
the back
yeah,
point.
I
Yeah,
do see that, yeah.
yeah, it's kind of
They
strange.
got some good movies playing too at the movie theater and all that.
But speaking of strange things, I mean, we have seen Apollo just come back and
was that strange?
win
or-
this one with absolute destruction. I
Yeah.
mean, the first hard point went in their favor without question, but I was thinking maybe Savage can provide something in this uplink, but it seems that the respawns reign true when it comes down to the side of Apollo, as they'll win this one at 9-0 in the uplink and win the entire series in a 2-1 fashion.
Like what I'm seeing. So there you go. They take it 2-1. You know, Savage gave them a little bit of trouble on Search and Destroy, but nonetheless, they came through in the uplink and they were able to take the victory 2-1. Now they're going to move on. They're going to play the men of Polaria. And Polaria's actually a good team. You
They're
know,
very